What is up, you happy hustlers out there? Cary Jack here, and it's day 2, baby. Optimized health. Ooh, it gets me pumped up. I got on my little tight shirt, my little headband. I'm ready to get a workout in myself. Now let's kick things off with a quote, and that is, take care of your body. It's the only place you have to live, by Jim Rohn. And let's face it, health is the foundation for being a happy hustler and just for having a good life. You have to have your health, or else what is it all for? It's going to fall apart. So let's dive in. And first things first, I just want to let it be known that I'm not going to overcomplicate it, okay? I want to keep it real and I want to keep it simple for you. But with that being said, you're going to have to potentially change your habits, because depending on what you put as a 1 to 5 benchmark of where you're at in this optimized health alignment, it's important, even if you are a 4 or 5, to take away some of these things I'm discussing and implement them in your life. Now, nothing changes unless you change, and you got to take action. So we're going to kick things off first with nutrition, and I want to touch on nutrition. I know there's a ton of fad diets out there, and do I go keto or do I go paleo or maybe vegan? Listen, the point is, you are what you eat in some capacity. I know it's cliche, but it's true. So you have to focus on eating wholesome, organic, natural whole foods. It's that simple. Juice, blend, and eat whole foods. Like, that's really what I do. And I've, been blessed to have pretty good health for the majority of my life. And I, was born, very holistic. My mother, thankfully, she is, a chiropractor by trade, but also a functional medicine nutritional doctor. And, really, I was raised organic and no sodas or crap foods. And no like medicines or antibiotics or any of that crap. I just chose differently. So when we needed to heal ourselves, we didn't go for the medicine cabinet. We went for the herbal remedies. So I want you to just, think about this stuff. When I'm breaking it down, where are you at in the spectrum right now? Like, are you, potentially overweight, or maybe not really, cognitively performing at the level you can? Or is your performance elsewhere suffering because of your health, like maybe in your business? I don't know. I'm asking these questions for you, and you just need to be honest and think about, where are you slacking in terms of your health right now? Now, nutrition is essential, whether you're, crushing it or, not. It is something that even I have to just refocus on sometimes, where I'm saying, okay, I know I feel better with these foods, so I eat more of those foods. I know I feel sluggish and lethargic when I eat these foods, so I avoid those foods, Now, let me just preface all this by saying I love a good pastry, and, you will potentially see me putting down a muffin, and that's okay. If you love muffins, eat muffins, but just make sure you work it off and you earn that muffin, all right? And that's what I do. When I eat a muffin, I know I'm going to go harder that day. So it's just, it's a trade. So the biggest thing with nutrition, guys, I'm not here to preach one diet or another. What I do want to focus on is, for the next 10 days while you're becoming a happy hustler, you are going to eat all natural whole foods and no processed crap. Cut out the sugars, the candies, anything like junk food, sodas, all that crap has got to go. If you want to be a happy hustler and optimize your health, this is a non-negotiable, okay? So I think I, let you know about the nutrition aspect. If you have, some more questions, or really, don't feel like there was enough covered in nutrition, just reach out. Send me a DM, Cary__Jack on Insta or on Facebook, Cary Jack, or even, send support and email in the course, and we'll help you in any way we can. But ultimately, with nutrition, let's just face it, whole foods is the way to go. Now, next thing I want to talk about is exercise, right? It's like another thing that is just so highly debated. Like, do you go and do CrossFit, or do you do hot yoga, or do you, maybe do a HIIT workout or strength training? What is it? What's best? It's like mind-blowing what to do to stay healthy these days. There's so many people just, pitching a lot of misinformation. Here's what I do, and it's worked for me. Body weight exercises. Not that crazy, right? but that's what allows me to stay in the form I am. And, I walk around probably, 6'1", 185, 180, about maybe, I don't know, like somewhere between 8 and 10 body fat, maybe even less at times, maybe, 6, 7-ish. But hey, I'm not even doing like competitions or any of that. I just like to be lean. I like to be healthy. I like to be flexible. I like to be mobile. I like to throw a punch or a kick if I want to, get after it. So that's what's important to me, not like throwing up big heavy weight. It's sure, I appreciate a good bench press every now and then. I can throw around 225 a couple times, but ultimately I just want to be lean and healthy and mobile and flexible and really, reverse cellular aging by increasing strength. And, your age in which you actually will live to is directly correlated with how strong you are. So, fun fact there. Now, this is what I want to just really have you take away from this module right here. Do something every day for at least 25 minutes. That's it. That's 25 minutes of your life. I usually go 25 to 45 minutes, and I go hard for those 25 to 45 minutes. Like, I'm not just, doing a rep here and then, taking a picture in the gym or jumping rope for 5 minutes and then sitting for 10. No, hard. You want to get your heart rate up. You want to make it so you have to breathe out of your mouth. That is, essentially meaning that you're actually pushing yourself. So push yourself at least 25 minutes for the next 10 days. To become a happy hustler, don't skip this. This is for real. You got to do the work. And eating organic, healthy, whole foods and 25 minutes of either cardio or strength training or yoga, something, move the body every single day. You'll see the difference, I'm telling you, in your energy production, in your mental clarity. It's all related, okay? So that is essential. Now, what I like to do is optimize my morning routine and my night routine. And I get into this. I'll link up the episode in the Happy Hustle podcast that I get into my optimized morning routine. But really, you win the day in the morning. So focus on your morning and then listen to this episode because I get into my exact routine and how you can take some of it away. And then my night routine, I stop eating 3 hours before bed. I stop, consuming content at least an hour before bed. No phones or blue light or any of that. I'll put on, my maybe a meditation, or I'll read, and I have my blue light blocking glasses. If I'm feeling froggy, I'll take some CBD, maybe even a little melatonin, just to have a nice entertaining dream. But that's the night routine and the morning routine are the cornerstones of your health. My dog thinks so too. So here's what I want to get into. I want to take it a little step deeper. I have worked for a health and performance company for years, all about biohacking and optimizing performance. So I want to give you some of it. But before, I go too deep down the rabbit hole into it, I just want to preface one thing about working out, and it's creating triggers, right? So a trigger for me is knowing every time I shower, I have to do push-ups, sit-ups, or pull-ups, some body weight activity into failure, where I'm like really tired at least. I make it just a point. If I know I'm going to shower, usually I end up naked. I'm like, okay, I'm naked. That means I got to do some push-ups. So yes, it ends up me dong slapping, being naked, doing push-ups. And, it's funny. But we're trying to get the hashtag naked push-ups trending. So when you're doing your naked push-ups, give your boy a shout out. But that's one of the triggers I use, and I want you to use it as well. So next shower, you do a little crunches if you want, or, you get a little pull-up bar and you get your pull-ups in or push-ups. But make those triggers happen for you, okay? Now, the next thing I want to talk about is cold and hot thermogenesis, right? Basically, ice baths and saunas. That's really what it comes down to. And it's quite it's a powerful happy hustle hack, if you will call that even happy hustle hack, because sometimes when you're in the ice bath, it's not very happy. You just have to, kind of grin and bear it. And it really helps build that mental fortitude and that toughness, but you're training your brain to do hard things and you're pushing past the fear. Now, there's a lot of benefits to the cardiovascular system when you do get cold. It increases blood flow circulation. It decreases inflammation, which a lot of disease stems from inflammation in the body. It also burns calories. So if you're trying to lose a couple lbs, ice baths are great. So whether you're doing ice baths like, in a tub, just that you have, in your bathroom, and you just throw 5 bags of 10-pound ice, in the bags or in the bathtub, and you just, get in there. Great. Usually 3 to 5 minutes is a good sweet spot. Or if you have like a 16-foot cubic chest freezer, you can make that into your homemade ice bath. Make sure you unplug it before you get in it. I'll link up a little resource so you can make your own ice bath. Or if you're going to cryotherapy, it's a lot more expensive. It's actually not as conductive as air. So you're actually not getting the same benefits as you would submerging in water as you would doing a cryo, and it's much more expensive. But hey, if that's what you want to do, go do it. But getting cold every day, at the minimum, just end on cold with your showers, okay? This will boost your mood. It'll decrease inflammation, burn calories. There's so many benefits to getting cold on the regular. Highly recommend it, okay? And then the next thing I want to talk about is saunas, all right? If you want to optimize your health, saunas are an amazing way to do so. It's essentially, I'm reading my notes here because I don't want to butcher the science for all you, people who really dig into the science, but it basically boosts the body's natural mechanism to strengthen and accelerate the immune response, okay? So it can help fight infections and viruses, and it just enhances the immune system and eliminates those toxins and that waste via intense sweating, right? So you definitely need to get hot on the regular as well, not just cold. I personally use a Therasage sauna. It's portable, it's affordable. Infrared sauna technology. You sit in it, your head sticks out of it. It's great. I'll link it up. You can save some money if you want to go through the link. There's also, like the clear light saunas if you want another great sauna. There's hot saunas that most likely a lot of your gyms have hot saunas. They're dry. They're not necessarily infrared technology. Still beneficial. Just, get hot. I recommend 3 to 5 times a week. That's where I usually stay at. So those are 2 great, biohacks, but also things that really help boost the immune system. The next thing I want to talk about is sunlight and stretching, okay? Now, sunlight is one of the best things you could do to just boost your overall mood and wake you up in the morning. So it's the life source of all energy, let's face it. Our body absorbs this sunlight through our skin, which is, the largest organ in our body. And it is a crucial ingredient to your overall health. And it helps protect against inflammation, lowers blood pressure, helps muscle recovery, improves brain function. Yes, indeed. Not to mention, even protects against cancer if you don't burn. You can't burn. Don't give yourself sunburns out there. Get some sun early in the morning. Usually between 7 and 10 is the best time to get sun, or in the evening, 4 to 8, okay? It really helps boost those vitamin D levels, which are crucial. And it also can improve your vision and, help you increase your prescription. So I actually do sun gazing in the morning. I invert in the downward dog and I look through my legs up at the sun 45 degrees off, just for 5 to 10 minutes. And I also then get a good stretch in. I'm usually shirtless, and stretching actually adds 7 years to your life. So stretch, okay? It helps allow that blood and those nutrients to flow throughout the body. And then you could do some high kicks. You could just kind of lift the leg up. Oh, pulled a hammy there. Forgot I wasn't wearing pants. But really, stretching every day, it's so much better being flexible and mobile. You just feel better. So why not stretch? It's free, all right? And so is sunlight. So just get outside and stretch. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is supplementation. And I'm just piling it all in here in this video lesson because I think it's essential that we just cover it. And supplementation is a key part in optimized health, because I feel like right now there's so many supplements on the market and so many people taking supplements, and I got news for you. Most of it is turning into expensive urine or not being absorbed properly or not coexisting effectively in the body. So I want you to be diligent with what you're taking. Look at the label, read the reviews before you purchase a supplement. I mean, a lot of it is just isolates and crap ingredients. So you have to focus on who and what, products you put into your body, okay? Now, with that being said, I do take some supplements. I do take a B12, I take a vitamin C. I like, CoQ10 for cognitive performance and sometimes an alpha GPC. It helps with verbal recall. There's some nootropics if I gotta get a lot of work done, like Alpha Brain or Qualia. There's other, like little higher level ones like NAD+. It just depends, okay? Fish oil is a good one. I can give you the brands. In that episode that I'll link up, I get into all of these ones that I take in the morning. But there's some good supplements out there that can help you. But I do recommend, instead of just guessing what you need, get a blood test, okay? There's a really good test, the Life Extension Male Elite Panel or Female Elite Panel, and you can get so much information condensed into one test that's like under, I think it's like $450 or something, $500. And that one test can show you all of your different benchmarks. So, sometimes if you have insurance, you can get good blood work done as well. But test, don't guess, okay? This stuff is important. And you don't want to just be taking supplements that, potentially could actually hurt you. Like if you're taking testosterone boosters or estrogen pills, maybe it's going to hinder the natural production, inside the body because you're just putting these exogenous substances into your body. So you really want to be diligent with what you use in terms of supplementation. And that's what I'm going to say about that. Now, EMFs and dopamine, I got to talk about it. When we're talking about health, EMFs are like everywhere. Let's face it, electromagnetic fields, they're coming from your device, they're coming from your computer, your TVs, your smartwatches, your AirPods, all of it. It's happening, and 5G towers are popping up more and more. It's just continuing to be a problem, and it will be, and you have to use technology wisely in order to decrease your EMF exposure. At the least, turn off your Wi-Fi at night. Unplug that shit, all right? I'm telling you, constantly beaming ourselves with this, foreign energy, these microwave radiation is really damaging us, and on a DNA, level, like on an atom level, like a tiny, these tiny cellular atoms in our body are getting destroyed by these frequencies. So I want you to really focus on decreasing your exposure. When you're walking around with your phone and you're not using it, put it on airplane mode. No one's going to call you, all right now. Just put it on airplane mode. You can call them back. They'll leave a message. All right, maybe someone will call you. You're probably quite popular. But listen, I want you to just decrease your EMF exposure as much as possible, okay? And that brings me to another point, which is decrease the blue light that you absorb, right? I mean, it's a problem. There's a lot of, toxic blue light from our devices, from the lights in the ceiling, all over the place. We're getting fake light, especially before bed. You want to put on your blue blockers, okay? So those are two things, EMFs and blue light, very much tied to your overall health and well-being, okay? And then the last thing that is just, I hate to say it, but there's a dopamine addiction going on here, people. Yes, when you get an IG like, oh, it feels so good, dopamine dump, baby. Oh, LinkedIn profile check, yes, please. YouTube video view, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, it happens like all over the place. We're constantly being infiltrated by this, this social media, these dopamine dumps. And we have to do a digital detox to reset our body, our circadian rhythm, and just our overall homeostasis, okay? So let's focus on doing those digital detoxes on Sunday, but also every day. Get outside, walk, ground yourself to the earth, leave your phone at home. Do things without your devices, okay? This is going to help you in so many different areas. Now, that was basically the run through to optimize your health. I kept it, a little breathy, and my apologies on that, but I really think there's a ton of value here. So just focus on doing the little things, health is a priority. Just to recap, this next 10 days, you will be eating whole foods, not Whole Foods, because that's whole paycheck, unless you do go to Whole Foods, great. Sometimes I go there, but I, find organic, healthy foods and I eat those ones. Sometimes I do, go to Whole Foods. The point being, the next 10 days, you're going to cut out the junk food, right? All of that crap, like processed garbage, sugars, sodas, that stuff's got to stop. It's not helping you. It's actually hurting you. Okay. The next thing, 25 minutes at least for the next 10 days. You're going to get it in. That's what I'm talking about. Getting it in. You're committing. You're going through this course. You're becoming a happy hustler. You got to get it in. 25 minutes, getting that heart rate up, pushing yourself. All right. I don't necessarily care what you do. I do recommend body weight exercises though. Now, the next thing, like I said, sunlight, stretching, cold and hot thermogenesis. All right, let's focus on just getting these elements into your foundation and mitigating EMF exposure, dopamine dumping, you know what it is, blocking that blue light. All right, I hope you got some value from this Optimize Health module. I can't believe it. It's almost day 3. You're doing great. Keep that shit up. I'm so proud of you. All right, I love you. I'm out.